just don't want to hear, that should run away from anybody saying them. Can you guess what they are? Maybe you've heard them before. I've heard them a few times, and every time it gets more and more, "Eeh, get away. I don't want anything to do with this project." So what am I talking about? Those 7 deadly words are, I'll know it when I see it. If you're a designer, hearing those words are just, it's bad. You know that that client, well, after a while, you'll know that that potential client doesn't know it, even when they see it. The person that says this probably isn't a very visual individual. It's hard for them to grasp what something could look like. And then when they see something that is designed well, it's still not quite what they think they should have. It's that things are always greener on the other side. Well, no, if you just pause and think about it, you'll realize that this looks really damn good right now, and you should go with it. That's what's playing in my head when I get that. And this whole thing is responsible for me never doing mock-ups. Used to do that. I would do 3 mock-ups, and pretty much without fail, those 7 deadly words would accompany the mock-ups with, "Can you take the font?" I like the font in the first one, but I kind of like the layout of the second one. So if you take those fonts, put them in the second one, and then, oh, those pictures in the third one, yeah, that main picture, I really like that, but can you put it in the second one and then make my logo a lot bigger? And yeah, that little bit of text there, no, don't want that. Can you add 6 boxes of graphics there instead? I'm just kind of riffing, but that's the sort of thing that I would hear. And that resulted in a very unattractive 4th mock-up, which would keep on going and going and going. Hey, unless you put the brakes on it, it could be mock-up number 25, and then you would still hear, "I'm just not seeing it." But actually, probably at that point, you would hear, "You know what? Let's just stop. I'm I'm just not at a point where I can see this going forward," or whatever the excuse is. But you're like 50 hours in at this point, and you've made no money. Oh, yeah, I hear this from designers, from creatives a lot. And that was one of the things that I completely, when I reworked my business, that went out the window. That wasn't an option. Mock-ups weren't an option. I'll know it when I see it. Potential clients uh, were not going to be actual clients. I had been burnt too many times before. So if you're a creative and you've heard those words, let me know. If you're in a different industry, what is your version of that? I'd like to hear from you. Well, this is all about being joyful, and those kinds of words, mm, they stifle the joy, they stop the creativity. So I, for one, don't like to hear them. But I would love to hear from you. So until next time.